Thank you guys. It's good to be here. Yeah, I got my Texas high heels on tonight. Sometimes I like to be a little bit taller, you know? What's on top of your fridge? Dust, I'll tell you right now. In Texas, we got really strict rules about gender and clothing. No high heels for men, unless they're made out of alligator or rattlesnake or something. You're good to go, buddy. Get out there and punch some cattle, you know? I'm one of those guys that's proud to be from Texas, you know what I mean? Like, maybe a little bit too proud, like every day is, or every month is Pride Month when you're from Texas. Hell yeah, brother. Know what I'm talking about? And so I started thinking, maybe the reason I'm so proud to be from Texas is that we look so good to all the rest of the states around us, you know? Now, that's a terrible lead-in, but do we have anybody here from out of state tonight? All right, where are you from, brother? Oklahoma! I'm just going to apologize in advance. Just know I love you. It's all love. All right. Yeah, you know, we look pretty good compared to those guys around us. We got Louisiana to the east. Oh, you from the bayou? You better buy you some new teeth. Oh, Big Easy ain't so easy to look at anymore, man. It's one of those states where God's got to send a big storm every 12 years to make sure everyone takes a bath, you know? It's okay. I got friends from Louisiana. They know they stink. Yeah, they're just a little archaic in the way they do things. You know, they're not like the rest of the civilized part of the United States. You know, it's like, you guys throw beads when you want to see some titties? Here's a regular part of the United States, we use dollar bills, yeah. We're not ripping the natives off for land anymore. Trying to buy Manhattan or see some titties, come on, man. Beads. Then we got Oklahoma, go Sooners! Yeah! I'm like, the sooner I get out of here, the better, man. They were drawing maps one day, they're like, I think Texas needs a little hat. I actually do love Oklahoma, but my biggest gripe with them is that they made weed legal there, but you gotta be from Oklahoma to smoke it. What kind of devil's bargain is that? That's like, we'll give you a gold brick, but you gotta cut off your hand. If I show up here next week with a hook, you guys will know which way I went on that one. Oh, to the west of us, we got New Mexico. You guys know what the top speed in New Mexico is? 65 miles an hour. Come on. I grew up in a residential street that was 65 miles an hour. I lost 3 brothers playing baseball in the front yard. Pop, Jimmy, go on. Tuck and roll, Jimmy, tuck and roll. People got commutes, man. Okay, slow down. It's all enforced by radar. You can enforce 65 miles an hour on a Walmart scooter. Calm down, man. Calm down. And they're so proud of their state, which is just disgusting, you know? State pride. Who's got that? Oh, they're like, oh, but Daniel, when the desert blooms, you see flowers you've never seen before, and it's gorgeous. You know, it just comes alive. The whole time I'm thinking the same thing, you know? I've never seen a piece of beef jerky this big talk before, you know? It's all dried up and desiccated. Wearing turquoise jewelry, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, sure it's hot, but it's a dry heat. It's a dry heat. Come on, a dry heat. It's like saying your pimp loves you because he only hits you with an open hand. A dry heat. Come on, man. You kidding me? Then we got our neighbor to the south, that lawless, godless hellhole, Houston. Not going there. If I talk bad about any place, Houston's the only one I really mean from the bottom of my heart. I'm actually a big Mexico fan, unrelated. Yeah, what's up? I think Mexico is really cool because they have their own kind of standoff. You know what I mean? I'm autistic and Texan, so holding on to a weapon and staring around the room because I'm not sure what's going on just comes really naturally. There's no one else thinking here. I can't read facial expressions. I hope you guys are having a fun time. Yeah. But I was thinking, I think every country would be a little bit cooler if they had their own kind of standoff, Mexico can hog it. So you got the Irish standoff. It's where if you're not sure if it's time to drink whiskey or complain about the British, You got the Scottish standoff. That's where you're not sure if it's time to drink whiskey, complain about the British, or fuck a sheep. Some people tense up a little bit at that joke, but I want them to know it's okay. I get to make these jokes. I hate Scottish people. They know what they did. Give me back my sheep. I'm getting into a lot of new hobbies recently. I've recently picked up people watching. I think people watching is really cool. I'm doing it right now. But it's kind of a tough hobby, because when does people watching turn into stalking? That's what I'm wondering. I don't know. Maybe I can follow you home later and we can figure it out. Yeah, everyone should have their own kind of standoff. You got the Canadian standoff. It's where you both try to open the door for each other at the same time. Oh, sorry, bud, here you go. No, after you, sir, after you. Oh, you got the American standoff. That's where two school shooters show up on the same day. The only thing that can stop a bad kid with a gun is a good kid with a gun. Arm America's middle schoolers. Oh, yeah. But all this time, I thought the real Mexican standoff is when you go to roll a joint, but nobody has any papers. Is it a thinker or a groaner? I don't know. We'll work on it. Speaking of herb, do we have any herbalists in the house? All right. Any naturopaths? Anybody into that natural medicine stuff? Witches, whatever they want to call themselves. Yeah, man, I got a couple of those in my friends and family. You got to be careful around them, because if you have anything wrong with you, they're going to try to fix it. Right now, I've got a chunk of amethyst up my ass. It's supposed to help with fear of crowds and nervous stage fright. Right when I told y'all about it, it started buzzing and spinning around really fast. I think it's working. It's absorbing all the bad vibes. If y'all feel better. Yeah, man, if you mention a problem, they're going to have something to fix it. I got some cedar oil for my DUIs. I got some peppermint for my herpes. They say if I take enough of this eucalyptus, my dad is going to come back. So I'm taking that every day, man. Oh, but some of it really does work. If you're having trouble sleeping, they'll prescribe magnesium, which is really good for you. This one's real. But the problem with magnesium, I don't want to get a little dirty here, but it can give you diarrhea, right? So you got to make important health decisions, like, do I want to sleep well tonight, or do I want to have Taco Bell? Oh. Yeah. So I'm psychosomatic, or at least I think I am. You guys know what that is? Yeah. That means that if we're walking through the woods and you point at any plant and you go, is that poison ivy? I've already got a rash, I'm already itching. So there's benefits to that. That means the moment we take an edible or we smoke or anything, I'm instantly paranoid. I'm Googling, is weed permanent? How to get on high? I feel it. I can tell you what it's going to be like. Oh, man. Yeah. I'm the kind of guy, I'll take 2 Tums and go to a rave, and I'll dance harder than anybody else. I'll tell the whole crowd I love them. Oh, you guys are the best. Chill out, bro. Some Flintstone gummies. I'm every drug dealer's wet dream, I come home from a night of communing with my ancestors like, yo, what was that? Would you call that OG catnip? I need some more of that stuff in my life. Oh, well, you guys have been great. I'm getting ready to pull up our next comic. Ladies and gentlemen, going through the Big D, don't mean Dallas. Give it up for Dante!